So, in this way, tinutulungan lang niya yung mga leaders na ma-imagine yung event na parang nangyayari din sa harapan nila. So, scenes use sensory details and literary techniques to describe the subjects, places, or personalities in action. So, for example, can you please
The tense family dinner by Marie Claire. The only sound was the red with aggressive scrapping on the father's against the person. He wasn't just attacking the dinner. He was detecting it with surgical style. My mother sat opposite her back as quick as a proceed, taking microscopic looks of the water. As if she were afraid the sound of swallowing would break the final. If the chicken okay, she finally had. The basket hung in the air, having an animal. My brother and I got our eyes locked on our feet, hanging down, moving them into my dreams, waiting for the explosion in the was coming.
So, as we observe, the tension was not stated directly, but instead the tension was shown through the body language of the characters, the mini dialogue that they used, and the objects on the table, and how the two children made an eye contact with their piece. Next one is the next block. Okay. Mateo, can you please?
And the smell was always the same. The heavy smell of Saturday festival. The metallic light of the garden rose. But they were due of overripe and you could rest your ear to the screen door. You could hear the distant waxing of a neighbor's lawnmower and the faint clinking of ice skates in my grandmother's kitchen from that province.
So this example used a strong sensory details. So unlike my first example, that used the dramatic action, this example used the reconstructed memory technique, where the reconstructed memory technique recreates the memory of the author in her past experiences. So this qualifies as a scene because it does not just this example does not just say that the summer was hot and noisy, but instead the author forces the reader to experience what she has experienced in her past experiences. Now let's move on to the dialogues in creative nonfiction. So the dialogues are the conversation of real people in the true events. So these are the spoken words came from the real people. So it came from the interviews, media recordings, or transcripts. Let's move on to so we have two types of dialogue. The first one is the actual dialogue, which is from the word itself, actual. This is the word for word reproductions of speech source For example, so from this example, from this news, as you can see, gumamit yung news ng verbatim, which is like which forms the actual dialogue example. So this is an example of actual dialogue kasi inilagay sa text yung actual na sinabi nung tao. Second is the representative dialogue. So, okay, the second one is the representative dialogue. So, yung representative dialogue naman ay kabaliktaran ng actual dialogue. Kung ang actual dialogue, gumamit siya ng verbatim or direct quotations, ito naman, gumamit siya ng indirect quotation. This means, it is not a word-for-word text, but it still represents the truth of what was being said. For example, ito. So this news article summarizes the whole saga of our President Bongbong Marcos. So, hindi niya na in-input lahat ng sinabi ni Presidente, but instead, nag-focus siya sa main point or yung main, it focuses on the main message of the saga.